Movement 5, Valse de Chopin. Uh, this couldn't be any more different. I mean, the opening of this one feels like it could almost be not part of Pierre Lunaire. It could have gone in a different direction. It doesn't, but there's the possibility that there. It feels more like it could break into something that was more conventionally harmonic and tonal. It doesn't, but it feels the possibility feels there. And so this is why this one for me has got more colour in it than the others have had. It feels swirly, it feels dizzy. It is a waltz. It is in 3/4. And there's lots of, but it's in 3/4 and it's in Pierre Lunaire. It's Pierre Lunaire's waltz, so there's lots of fragmentation of the waltz within here. And Chopin, it's really interesting the use of Chopin because Schoenberg doesn't try to make this any reference really to Chopin unless I've missed something, which I might have, and if I have, please let me know. But to my ears, it's not Chopin-like at all, but I'm wondering if it's called that partly because Chopin was this sickly figure towards the end of his life. It was kind of like the life draining out of him, the great composer, the great pianist kind of fading out of life. And I don't know if that's part of it, his sickness and slow death. And of course, Chopin also, you have the image of the consumptive, there's talk in the text of blood on the lips, which I've used. I've used lots of threes in this, really subtly, but you can see little nods to textures and marks that are in threes, which is also one of Schoenberg's numbers. He loved the numbers. He loved the number 7, 3, and this is all throughout Pierre Lunaire. But it is also a waltz, and you can really hear that with piano at the end, where it's got the. I mean, there's the silence, cha cha, cha cha, but you can hear that it is definitely a waltz, and because of that, you see the circles, which are obviously like the moon, that is a recurrent theme in my paintings as well as Pierre Lunaire. But I also think of the circles as the mark of the movement on the floor made by dancing a waltz, and that white that comes down I see is like moonlight, which kind of interrupts the structure that's in the painting. It interrupts the waltz. So this is a very, very different from the last one, but it sounds very different too. I hope you enjoy. And just a quick reminder, if you'd like to see this and the other 20 paintings, they'll be on exhibition at the Spitalfields Festival on the 9th of July with the Hebrides Ensemble playing Pierre Lunaire.